book. Yippee! Welcome to a special episode of Ghost Scene Investigations. Our ghost hunters are here at the Kingston Weatherby Hotel, where the ghost of Elias Kingston has been terrifying guests and staff. Tonight, our team will test their mystery-solving skills with another group of ghost debunkers. You've read about them in the news, these teen sleuth sensations, Mystery Inc. And here they are. Fred Jones, Velma Dinkley, Daphne Blake, and Norville Rogers.
Like everyone calls me Shaggy.
Meet our team of investigators, Dr. Scott O'Mulligan, Professor Lorelei Lee, Monty Casewell, and, of course, their cybernetic mobile crime-fighting forensics unit, CAT-SCAN.
We're big fans of your work.
That episode where you used carbon-14 dating to determine that the forgery was actually authentic was genius.
We just called it brilliant, but we're modest.
Rory! Blinky, what happened?
There's a dog back here.
All right, cut. Their dog tripped the cameraman.
There you are, Scoob.
He's with us. Scooby helps us solve mysteries.
A talking mystery-solving dog. Could be a TV series. Okay, you guys know what to do. Interview the suspects, investigate the scene, track down the ghost, right? Simple?
We're on it, Mr. Middlemost. Let's get this mystery solved.
Then stay out of our way so we could do our thing.
We don't want your slipshod methods and shenanigans interfering with our serious investigation.
Like, what's a shenanigan? I'll take one with mustard and chocolate sauce.
Dude, I'll totally send you a dictionary when this is finished.
And so the teams of GSI and Mystery Inc. are off. This is gonna be great TV.
Jeepers, the GSI team doesn't seem very happy that we're here.
Don't worry, gang. Once we start working together, we'll all get along. Come on, we've got a mystery to solve.
I'm Maggie Sinclair, the manager here at the hotel. Anything I can do to help, please just let me know. It's hard to believe this hotel is still open. I mean, where are the guests? The ghost has scared them all away.
You're also in violation of practically every California health and building code. No offense, Miss Sinclair, but your hotel is falling apart.
Oh, I know. But how can we fix it up with no money? Take care of the ghost, and that'll take care of business.
Hanging around this dusty old place all day long must be bad for your sinuses.
Ugh, it's not the dust. It's the goldenrod in the garden. I keep telling Earl, our groundskeeper, to pull it, but he never listens. Achoo!
According to CAT Scan's infrarouge thermal imaging system and the building plans we downloaded from the county records, we know that Stuart Weatherby's room is at the top of this tower.
Like, wouldn't it have been easier just to ask him?
Okay, gang, let's go to the top.
We'll just stay here and figure out a trap.
I could help you with that. I'm pretty good with traps.
Sorry, man, this trap is pretty complex, unless you know how to construct a flexible fulcrum that can operate in a state of relative and sustainable torpor.
Are we working together or not?
Definitely not.
While everyone's distracted, Shaggy, you and Scooby can sneak in.
Sneak in?
I'll give you a Scooby
Why,
snack.
you better make that too. A clue? A clue?
Keep moving. Just act natural.
Delicious.
And we're moving. Walking past.
My show's over, Scoob. Zoinks! Try to get him near the elevator. Scooby Doo!
Chinky, Scooby. It's too bad Elias Kingston got away. Did you find any clues in the tower?
Don't mind me. I'm just passing through.
Actually, you're not. GSI have done our research, so I know who you are. Stuart Weatherby, heir to the Weatherby fortune.
What fortune? The mansion was sold to the hotel company. All the money is gone. The only thing I have left is my uncle's old gold watch.
If my research is correct, which it always is, wasn't there some family jewelry, the Weatherby jewels?
If they even exist, which I doubt.
Like that's something to chew over. Speaking of chewing things over, do you have any more of that gum?
Sorry, can't spare it.
Nothing like a hotel next to a graveyard, right, Scoob? I guess that's where you can order tomb service. Like, who's there?
Hey, Shaggy! Hey, Scoob! Great timing!
Yeah, like time to get out of here.
No, there's a phantom carriage in the graveyard. We're gonna track it down.
Graveyard? Oh no!
You say there was no one in the phantom carriage? That's creepy. How about clues?
So, Earl, I've discovered that you've been the groundskeeper here for 30 years, back before this place was a hotel.
Yep.
Man, we've sure known our share of groundskeepers.
They usually need watching.
And I've also discovered that you were adamantly against the estate being sold to the hotel management company.
Yep.
Why were you...
Excuse me, this is my suspect I'm interrogating right now. Do you mind?
Scoob, you know why we volunteered to check out the back of the hotel? That's where we'll find the kitchen. And where there's a kitchen, there's food, and lots of it. And I'm starving. Me too. Your turn to sniff things out, Scoob. Let your nose find a triple-decker sandwich. Right. Way to go, Scoob. Let's get that food. Like, let's go check out the fridge. Anchovy spread, pickle relish, fig paste, and cheese. This is gonna be one far-out sandwich. Like, was there anything else in the fridge? No, just a ghost. Ghost? The ghost of Elias Kingston! Yikes! Run! No!
You and Shaggy always following your stomachs right into trouble. You're lucky you made it out of there in one piece. You didn't happen to find any clues, did you?
I'm Maggie.
Scooby Snap!
Now, let's see who the ghost of Elias Kingston really is.
Earl the groundskeeper?
Oh, man! I can't believe you solved it! I was only halfway through with the DNA fingerprinting matrix.
How did you know it was him?
Earl never wanted the mansion to be a hotel, but there wasn't anything he could do about it, except buy it from the hotel company.
The problem was he didn't have any money. At least not until he found the famous Weatherby jewels.
Right! But even with all those jewels, the hotel was still too expensive. So what do you do when you don't have enough money to buy something? You either get more money, or...
Like you make whatever you want to buy cheaper?
Right, Shaggy. The longer he scared guests away, the more he brought down the value of the hotel, and pretty soon he'd be able to buy it.
He couldn't wait. We even found signs he had painted saying the hotel was closed.
It would have worked if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
And meddling Scooby Doo. A ghost? We already solved the mystery of the ghost of Elias Kingston. Like Scooby, Another ghost!
Jeepers! What was that?
Darn! Missed him again.
That wasn't the ghost of Elias Kingston. Does the Kingston Weatherby Hotel have another ghost?
It's the Ghost Hunter Haunter. He's been following us around for months.
Jinkies! And you have no idea who he is?
Like, duh, if we did, we wouldn't call him the Ghost Hunter Haunter, would we?
I'd suggest, not calling him at all.
I just got off the phone with the execs and they want you back. The ratings have doubled.
That's great, Mr. Middlemost, but I kind of get the impression we get on GSI's nerves.
Hey, catch cans.
That's what makes it great TV. Conflict. You have your methods, they have theirs.
I don't think keeping at it is such a good idea.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but we're late for dinner.
Ever heard of Sugarland?
Sugarland? Yum, yum. Like the candy place where they make toffee whizzes, choco goodies, vanilla chewies, sugar poppos, little num-nums.
Well, we know they've heard of it.
A ghost clown has been haunting the Sugarland candy factory, sabotaging equipment and threatening to close the place down.
Ghost clown? A ghost clown? You could die laughing.
A mystery at a candy factory. That sounds like a case we could really sink our teeth into. All right, Mr. Middlemost, you've got yourself a deal. Come on, gang.
Talking to Mr. Sylvester Sweet Sugar, owner of Sugarland.
And he's mostly talking to the camera.
Yes, unfortunately, it's true. A ghost clown has been sabotaging our machines and scaring away our workers. As much as I'd like to keep this factory going, we just may have to close it down. But we have other factories to manufacture our delicious sweets, which of course are an important part of a balanced diet.
Oh yeah, right, dude.
Yeah, right.
Actually, in fact, the factory is closed down. So you have stopped manufacturing here, haven't you, Mr. Sweet Sugar?
Well, yes, but we do have other factories, and we'll be able to reopen here as soon as this nonsense is over.
Nutritionally, all this junk food is just empty calories, without one iota of anything resembling a healthy vitamin or mineral.
But super delicious!
Mr. Sweet Sugar, we understand that 2 of your employees are still on the premises. Candy Quality Control Representative Mr. Samson S. Sampson and Mr. Gerald Jenkins, the previous owner of the Sugarland Company. We'd like to interview them.
Of course, little lady. Whatever you want. Is the camera still rolling?
Nope, it's off.
All right. Do whatever you have to do to track down this ghost clown. But remember, if you make me and my company look bad, I'll sue the pants off of you.
Zoinks! I need my pants. I don't.
Jeepers. Sylvester Sweet Sugar's not a sweet guy.
Yeah, like sweet sugars. Kinda sour.
All right, gang, stop clowning around so we can find that ghost who is clowning around.
Just go on by. Keep moving. Don't look at the camera.
I'm Mr. Sampson, the Candy Quality Control Agent here at Sugarland. How can I help you?
The Candy Quality Control Agent. So, you get to eat all the candy you want. Yummy.
Everything but the gum. I don't chew gum.
Hey man, can you give us the schedules of all your workers who were there when the ghost clown first appeared?
I wish I could, but old Sourpuss has locked up all the records. If you ask me, there's something suspicious going on.
What do you have there, Monty? Those look like Choco Crusties.
Taco Crusties? Yum, yum.
Look man, I'm just gathering them up to analyze later, alright? Don't you dudes have work to do?
Yeah, like delicious work to do. We have Choco Crusties to eat, right, Scoob?
Yeah, yeah.
Zoinks! Somebody stop this crazy thing!
The ghost scene investigators aren't happy that you borrowed their SUV, Scooby, but I'm just glad you managed to make it through.
Just go on by. Keep moving. Don't look at the camera.
What kind of candy you looking for? I've got them all.
Like Scoob, this is our lucky day.
No, what I have an appetite for is information. You used to own Sugarland, and now you're just an employee in the candy shop. What happened?
Oh, I sold it, but I couldn't leave. When I see the faces of those children when they get their candy, it's the best feeling in the world. When I ran the company, the only faces I saw were the executives. I'm much happier now.
So, everyone's happy. You get to see the children, and the new company gets to make all the money.
Well, it's easy to make money when you scrimp on the quality of the candy. Let me put it this way. In my day, we didn't use chemicals and preservatives. It just tasted better. That's all I have to say.
Oh, so you're not happy with the candy the company you started has been making lately?
Well, let me put it this way. In my day, we didn't use chemicals and preservatives. It just tasted better. That's all I have to say.
Mr. Sweet Sugar, how long have you owned Sugarland?
What? You want my life story now? Sheesh. Listen, it was a good business opportunity. Spoiled plump kids can't get enough of their candy, you know.
Yeah, but why'd you stop selling goober bombs? Like those were the best.
I can't eat peanuts, kid. Allergic. I don't care how good the sales are.
Your name isn't even really Sylvester Sweet Sugar, is it?
Of course not. But who'd buy candy from Edgar Norbert Diffendorf?
Right? Where are we?
I think this must be where they make all the bubble gum in Sugarland. Like CatScan must have a pretty good reason for being here. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Ready.
Boom. Kitty.
Keep going. I'm hoping these like this footage.
That hurt.
Talk about a sticky situation. Are you all right, Scooby?
Who knew a mystery could be so delicious? Yum!
It looks like CAT-scan is onto some kind of clue.
Like I see the clown! Where? Don't worry, pal. I got him. Best ghost I ever ate. Me too.
That candy clown used to be the symbol for Sugarland before Sylvester Sweet Sugar took over.
Jeepers! Don't look now, but there's the real ghost clown!
Scooby, Shaggy, go warn the ghost scene investigators that they're not alone in there. Daphne, Velma, and I will set up a trap on the other side.
You expect us to go into that spooky tunnel where we know there's a ghost clown? No way, man! Yeah, no way.
Will you do it for a chocolate-covered Scooby snack?
Chocolate-covered Scooby snacks?
It's not even out in the stores yet, but it's right in there.
Chocolatey Scooby snacks, here we come! Say, Scoob, what's red and white and not funny all over? A ghost clown? Like I was afraid you'd say that. Run! Right! Oh! a clue.
The ghost clown got away, but his clues didn't. Did they, Scooby?
Now let's see who the ghost clown really is.
Samson S. Sampson? Lucky guess.
Not really. You see, Sampson wanted to use the ghost scene investigation program to show how badly workers were being treated here at Sugarland. So he dressed up as the ghost clown and started sabotaging the machinery in order to get our attention.
The worker complaint we found had his fingerprints on it. Obviously, he had planted it for us to find. The videotape he also planted, just in case. But then there was the wig fiber with the adhesive that would have only worked on someone who was bald. And that's Mr. Sampson.
I can't help it that I'm follically challenged. I would have gotten away with it, too, if it weren't for those meddling kids.
And that meddling dog.
Shaggy, we need to get going on. Now let's see who the ghost clown really is. Shaggy, we need to get going on our next assignment.
Like here I am, just collecting a little reward for capturing the ghost clown. Hey, Scoob, here's your hat.
Thanks.
Hey, what's the big idea?
A ghost hunter.
He's appearing more than ever. Maybe because he's got new hunters to haunt.
There's something about us attracting ghosts.
You guys buddy-buddy now? That's great, because the Scooby Gang is burning up the ratings. The audience can't get enough of you.
Really? Them?
Us. We are doing most of the ghost busting work. The only crime you come close to is a fashion felony.
Our work is just more undercover.
Come on, I can't wait to tell you about the next assignment. It's gonna be out of this world. This is Mace Middlemost. Tune in next week for more mystery and squabbling with the GSI and the Scooby Gang.
Where are we?
We took a left turn at Weirdsville and ended up in Creepy Town.
Yeah, creepy.
Sheriff Buddy McDowell, this is your county. It should be peaceful and quiet, and yet residents complain about rising burglary. And now, alien invasion.
There ain't no alien invasion. A lot of weird stuff. But there's no reason to panic.
Make sure you get my good side, darling.
Henrietta Bascom, you have lived in the area for years, selling real estate. Have you had any encounters with the so-called spooky space kook?
Oh, yes, I have, darling. It was the scariest thing I've seen. Next to the one time I saw myself without any makeup.
Bert Harrison owns the farm next to the abandoned airfield. Why hasn't he moved away like so many others?
Ask me one more fool question, and I'll stick a pitchfork where the sun don't shine.
The sun does shine at Brookings Air Force Base, but when it sets, strange things are afoot. It's up to the ghost scene investigators and the Scooby Gang to be the first to solve this mystery from beyond the stars.
must act natural.
Howdy? No, I don't like howdy. Too friendly. We keep to ourselves in these parts.
Mr. Harrison, you're just teasing.
Teas? I hate teas. And coffee, too. No, thank you, Missy.
We just wanted to ask you if...
UF? As in UFO? Oh, I'll tell you about them dang UFOs. They're almost as much a nuisance as you kids are tromping around here asking all sorts of fool questions. Now scram!
Like, I don't think you need any more pins, Velma. It's not gonna fall down. And could you, put a pin in the mess hall? I'd like to sight some food.
Very funny, you two. If you were trying to orchestrate all the sightings, where would be the best location? Answer? The control tower.
I hate to ask what you have in mind.
I think you know what I have in mind.
Yeah, that's why I really mind it. All right, buddy. Last one up is a rotten egg.
Eggs? Oh, boy.
Was I right? Was there anything interesting in the control tower?
Keep moving. Just act natural.
Hey, you kids from that TV show?
We're the stars. They're just guest investigators.
Yeah, like you must be the sheriff. Are we glad to see you?
Well, you better let me know when you're done. I need to lock this place up. I have the only key.
We heard there's a lot of really strange things happening around here.
I've been out here for a while now, and I've seen things so freakish and bizarre, your knees would be knocking for a week.
You just got 'em jump-started.
I'm just saying, you should leave now, if you know what's good for you.
That's good enough for me. Me too.
There's no reason to take all those photos. Unless she's up to something.
Shaggy, Scooby, you two follow her, and don't let her see you.
Maybe she went in here. Looks spooky. Scoob, stop pushing on it. You have to pull. I am pulling. Like so am I. If I'm pulling on it and you're pulling on it, then who's... Yikes! Ha 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 ha! A clue!
Go on through. Don't look at the camera.
A clue?
Keep moving. Just act natural.
Just a moment, darlings. I'm trying to locate my lost handbag. You don't have it? Well, neither do I, and it's my handbag. Same to you, darling.
Miss Bascom, we were told you were the only person who knows the most about the history of this area.
I am the history of this area, darling. Lived here all my life selling real estate. Of course, right now there aren't too many buyers with that space kook nonsense. Lots of sellers, though.
Has this always been farmland?
Oh, no, darling. Love the shoes, by the way. Now, while the base was open, this was a lovely community. Now that it's closed, too much crime.
Crime? Out here?
Yes. Someone stole my license plate. Can you believe it? Oh, I'm sorry. I need to take this. Hello, darling. Oh, you're not darling.
Come on, everyone. Let's take a tour of the base.
Look for clues.
Mainly the kind that aren't scary and are like tasty. Yum!
Jinkies, what a Jeep!
The spooky space kook is none other than...
Sheriff Buddy McDowd?
You took an oath to uphold the law. You ought to be ashamed.
He's not worthy to wear a police officer's uniform.
That's for sure. He's a crook and a thief.
Like at least he multitasks.
What did he do?
McDowd's been stealing cars from the police impound lot, driving them here, painting them, and selling them off.
He created the space kook to keep people from getting too close and to give himself a good reason for coming here night after night to supposedly investigate UFOs.
And now I'm ruined as a crook and a cop, if it weren't for you meddling kids and that darn dog.
Spooky space kook is none other than... Whoa, stop! You're right. There he is in the background.
Zoinks, the ghost hunter haunter!
What's going on, gang? Oh, I wanted to congratulate you on more great show ratings. They are through the roof. Everybody's watching us.
Yeah, including the ghost hunter haunter.
Wow, Blinky, why didn't you get that on camera?
Sorry, Mace. Must have blinked. Next time.
I wonder if the hunter dropped the note with the word smart fellow.
I don't even know why you kept that. You already solved the case of the creepy space kook. It's a non-clue.
I think we know what a clue is.
Actually, I think you're pretty clueless. Mace, why do we still have to work with these bumbling amateurs?
Ladies, please save the drama for the camera. And our next case in Oceanland. All right, here's the show notes. Oceanland is a tourist attraction, research facility, and headquarters of a high-tech shipping fleet. Lately, several ships have disappeared, and witnesses have spotted something they call the Ghost of Redbeard, a pirate captain they think is responsible. When the other boats vanish, his ghostly ship has been spotted right off these very piers.
Fascinating.
Yeah, like in a really spooky way.
Yeah, spooky. Go to it, guys, and may the best detectives win. That'd be us, man.
Hope this time it's all of us.